Hi, I'm going to make a video about a topic that I've been thinking about for probably a while. I don't know exactly how long. It's about fanboys. A really good fellow YouTuber that almost all of you have heard about, I'm sure. Huge on Ustream is Chris Pirillo. I'm not the biggest fan of Chris per se, but he is influential. He showed us his blog one day a few weeks ago. Let me point this out to you. Check this out. Fanboy anatomy. All right, this says exactly what I think. His brain devoid of any reason or critical thinking skills. His ears, their finely tuned ears, are capable of tuning out facts and others' opinions. His heart, upon study, found no trace of a heart present. We think they run on sheer arrogancy. His bowels, full of Mountain Dew and Cheeto residue. You could substitute whatever else you want in that. Further south is empty. I won't go there. His hands covered in calluses and smelling of lotion. Weird. Kind of humorous. You know, and I've included the link to this blog. It's one of the best blogs I've read lately. Says it all right there. Totally. I regret that I came across as a fanboy not too long ago. When I first picked up my iMac in 2007, I was having the time of my life. I went from at work always having issues on my Windows computers, and you have to admit, and I admit, that systems before XP and in the younger days of XP gave us problems and blue screen on us every so often, and trying to find things compatible and always trying to fix something that the Mac OS X did for you right away. It was, back then, it seemed perfect. Windows cleaned up their act slowly over a few years. They really came a long way since then. In the meantime, they brought out Windows Vista. It was far more secure than Windows XP, but still very inconvenient to its users, you know. And I went out for over a year and tried out Linux. Had bugs in each one of my experiences, but I really enjoyed the opportunity anyway. Hey, it was free. It was free. Just like I don't complain about Google because it's free. It's what I put out there. Why should I get so mad when they all of a sudden come under fire for privacy issues? You know, I sort of bantered with a fanboy today on Twitter because he was sounding like, because I own an Apple, and not me speaking, but me being this guy on Twitter, because I own an Apple and I have all these wonderful things Apple, then Microsoft sucks. How much more disrespect can a guy be to somebody else? I mean, it really makes me sick now, and I can't change it. I'm going to keep getting this so long as my videos stay up there. I have a few wonderful, wonderful videos that get hundreds of views a day. I don't know, but you know, the views are climbing, are skyrocketing for me. I'm not a partner, don't want to be, but in that circumstance, I'm getting a lot of hits to these videos. One was I am done with Apple, I quit. And I turned on the camera spontaneously and I shot the video just what I thought. And I still feel exactly like that today. In fact, I walked by an Apple store today, this afternoon, about to go in, look at their products. You know, a friend of mine we're about to go into business and, you know, be serious about buying a couple of Apple equipment. But I literally walked by a group of 4 Apple employees, and one said to the other, "Oh, the customers don't know exactly what they want. We have to tell them what they want. And here's how you do it." "Oh, really? Oh, okay, I never thought of it that way. Okay." Another time, a week ago, I went to the Apple store. I was interested in updating my OS X Tiger to the one that's out now, which is Snow Leopard. They didn't have a clue. They didn't. It's like I was talking to Brainless in that Apple store. You know, they section off half the store now. So you have to have an appointment to go and speak to the people that might know something, the Genius Bar. The Genius Bar is always full. They took away the cash registers. I've been saying that since the first day they did that. I hate the Apple Store. I don't hate Apple, but I don't like Apple as much as I used to a few years ago. That is the truth. I like people that like Apple products because the products work for them for their purposes. I like people even more that at least show some little bit of courtesy and respect to others that decide to like HTC, Samsung, Toshiba, because those products work for their purposes. They bought the products, they didn't return them, maybe the products did everything they needed it to do, and they're having a good time. May not be faster on a speed test than the MacBook Pro or the Alienware or with all the extra gadgets, whatever. You know, I would salute a netbook user if that netbook serves that person's uses. I've tried the netbook a few times. It never served me. I was positive about it. It wasn't my thing. And I don't have a netbook anymore. But I don't go knocking netbooks to those that have one. I'll give reasons why I don't like something because of my personal experience. But every single day, I get stinging comments to me about why I don't like OS X Lion, and why I am done with Apple, why I quit. Those are the two biggest ones. Another one was about the Apple did it first myth. That was one way long ago. I was replying to Emick's video. Was it Emick's video? Actually, he replied to me. Anyway, I was responding to some other fanboys, and I still get some really weird, sometimes really just stinging comments. Most of the time I ignore them. Once in a while, depending on my mood, I jump on there and what do you think? You know, I mean, does it make any difference to you what OS I used? I mean, if you're an avid OS X user, for example, or if you're really great on Linux, does it make any difference to you that this guy in Arizona here is liking his Windows machine? You know, what difference is it? I am still on the web communicating and doing the same thing 95% probably as all of you are. Windows 7 does everything and more that I like it to do. I love Movie Maker, Windows Live. They send me free updates on it. I get cool new features every so often. I get nothing on iMovie unless I go buy it again, buy the new version again. That's all it is with Apple. You know, so many people complain about Microsoft all over the world about their proprietariness. Stop and take a look. Just stop and look here. Apple is the biggest company in the world. No, not the biggest in employee workforce, or not the biggest in some areas. They are definitely the biggest in earnings. And that's okay, probably. I go gas up my car, and that probably came from an oil rig from ExxonMobil. That's different, though. I don't like to give my money away to such a large corporation that is always on the endless quest to appease their shareholders and make more money for the company. If I can find the same service from someone a little bit smaller that cares more about their customer. That's all. I'm pretty hot on this topic. I might do a follow-up video. I don't know, especially depending on some comments I get from all of you. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Oh, and you should be. Big or little, you're all wonderful just the way you are.
we've talked about over the last couple of days is another lawsuit, a patent lawsuit in the tech space. Apple suing HTC, which is a great cell phone maker, if you're not familiar with HTC, and really trying to protect what they're doing with the iPhone.
They're good for protecting the cotton gin, but not necessarily the smartphone user interface. And how many ways can you really unlock the home screen on a smartphone? You know, you're going to tap, you're going to swipe. Right. So, you know, being worried about getting sued by a pack of whoever's lawyers for that, you know, it's not what you want your R&D folks to be doing, absolutely. Apple issued a press release about iTunes downloads, I believe, that morning.
New grade of stainless steel that after machining is incredibly strong.
The reports flooding in that covering the black antenna seams with your hand can slowly suffocate data signals. We tested it ourselves over AT&T's 3G network on several iPhone 4s and were able to consistently reproduce the results.
Hi, our telephone system has been designed to provide you with personalized options.
Which option can we help you with? Recorded for training?
We apologize for the delay. Customer care agents are currently on call.
Please
Please hold, and one of our agents will be with you
We're
shortly.
now being queued to speak with an agent. Speak to an agent.
To report a fault,
Your
please
call is
press 1.
important to us, so
Your
please
call
hold.
is now
Your
being
call will be
transferred
answered
to a
as soon as
customer
possible.
service representative.
Goodbye.
What you stand harassment and bullying me. I'm taking the equal authority. Pardon? I can't understand you. Sorry.
The customer used to be king. Not anymore.
Look, I'm not here to offer counseling, advice, or an opinion. I'm just here to take your damn money, okay?
Sir, can I help you? Sir, can I help you? Get off the goddamn phone. Don't you realize you're in a store, you asshole? The fuck? God! Have a nice day, sir. Well done, young Padawan.
Are you serious?
I don't like that guy anyways. Thank you, dude.
Equal quality as the Mac Pro. I totally agree. I think Apple sold just right.
And I can't get this concept across. I feel like I'm not getting it across clear enough. Just because something uses Intel,
I think Apple sold just right.
PC device.
It is a time when magic is more powerful than science, and only those who control the magic control destiny. They are the visionaries.
Visionaries, knights of the magical light. Visionaries, with magical powers they fight. Powers of blindness, strength, skill, and speed. Powers to accomplish the greatest of deeds. Visionaries, knights of the magical light.
So I'm going to state my opinions on it. The question was, what if Microsoft made their own PC?